Always seems like we're at the same place, eh? It's because we're not doing too much. That hey, Christmas is approaching, eh? And we gotta take it easy to be rested, to be rested for Christmas. We're gonna go back quite a few years. At least around 60 years ago. That's a few years, eh? 60, a few more than that. 62 years ago. I was just a young guy. I was 10 years old, and spent the summer at my grandpa's place, eh? And it was well, it would have been a 1960 or something like that. And okay, him and my grandpa, and my grandma, they had a camp. It wasn't a cottage, eh? It was a camp. You know the difference between a cottage and a camp? A camp is built with all the old stuff from the city. Like, let's say if you had picked up some wood along the road, or somebody gave you that, you stack it up. When you had enough of it, you start building, eh? And then you change the windows in your house, and then the old windows would become the camp windows, eh? And everything like that, eh? And that so grandpa and grandma and I was the employee on the farm, eh? So they'd take me, and sometimes my cousin was there, and we'd go with them, eh, to the camp. But the story here, the clincher, eh, is the cars, and I guess these people like my grandpa, he had lived through they call that the Depression, eh? That's in the days when you didn't have no money, and everything rationed, eh? Everything was rationed, and especially I think during the First World War they had rationed the rubber, and there was no such thing as thinking to buy a new tire. You had to run your tires till there was nothing left, eh? Usually you take your tire off the car when it would blow out. We were going to the camp, eh? And this same trip, eh? It's somebody used to want to check to see where Lake Temagami. Check that on the map, where that is. It's not close to the big city, but anyways, it was about an hour and a half from where they live. Well, this trip we left in the morning around 8 o'clock, and we'd be lucky to get to the camp, in the afternoon before supper. So I remember one time, we stopped 3 times, and to this day, there's one place, if I ever went down that road, like there's a lake on the right, there's a big tree, and then we were parked. Like, these are gravel roads, eh, and not too traveled, okay? You get maybe 2 cars a day go down these gravel roads. But anyways, we're parked against the lake, because I remember my grandpa with his little bicycle pump, eh, and he takes the tire off, and he breaks the bead, and he takes the inner tube out of the tire, he checks the inside of the tire, the whole 9 yards, eh? Scuff the inner tube, eh, and put a patch on it, and oh my God, blow it up, see if it's leaking. No, it doesn't leak. Take the air out, put it in the tire, put it back on the car, and start off again, and then you're not half an hour later, yeah, let's go again. Not the same wheel, another wheel. All the tires were all, hey, like the skin on the back of my hand, eh? there wasn't a tread on the tires. They just asking for a blowout. Anyways, and we'd get I don't know. I don't know that he had spares in the car. He must have had spares, but we blow enough, have enough flats going down. And why we'd get a flat is just rock. Like there wasn't no nails in the road. There was nobody going down those roads. But yeah, I guess the tires weren't too rock friendly, eh? The rocks that go through the tires were all finished, eh, on the car. It was it must have been, 40 some, 44 or 45, Pontiac. Yeah, 'cause I remember on the hood in front, had the big Chief Pontiac head there, and it was long, like, I remember that. And it was like a station wagon, but I don't remember that they called those panel trucks. They didn't call them station wagon then, so I guess it was a panel truck, eh? Anyway, that'd take us a day to get. Nowadays, you travel for an hour and a half and you get to the camp. But in those days, it took you a day to get there, eh? Because you always figured 2, 3 flats, maybe more if you're really unlucky. But I didn't believe in nowadays you'd break your neck with tires like that on the road, eh? He didn't like talk about, well, he didn't drive on the highway, him, eh? Just on the back roads, eh? And he'd be holding back traffic like you wouldn't believe, eh? My grandpa was, eh? But that's it. I don't even know that he's deceased now, eh? But I don't even know that he had the driver's license, to tell you the truth. Anyways, that's another one, eh? We gotta start thinking about Christmas, eh? Because it's knocking on our door. Pretty soon it's gonna be Santa Claus time, eh? Okay, well, those of you that haven't done so, it's time to subscribe to this ingenious storytelling channel. Comments are welcome, and enjoyed my my time with you. Yeah, see you in the next one.